In January, film director Ryan Coogler was mistaken for a bank robber. Handcuffed and detained is what they did to this brother after he tried to make a withdrawal from his own account at a Bank of America in Atlanta. Now, Coogler, who's wearing a hat, mask, and sunglasses, handed the bank teller a withdrawal slip for $12,000. And on the back of the slip, there was a note that read, "I would like to withdraw $12,000 cash from my checking account. Please do the money count somewhere else. I like to be discreet." Well, the teller, who happens to be a Black woman, thought it was an attempted bank robbery. So she triggered the alarm and the police were alerted. Now, was this a case of racial discrimination? Or would you have made the same assumption if you were the bank teller? Al, this is your field right here. What do you think about this?
This is a combination of racial stupidity. First of all, you can tell he's new money. That's number one. Number two, anybody knows that if you have a Bank of America account and you go to the bank teller, you have to insert your bank card into a machine and identify yourself before they will even service you. That's number one. So you coming into the Bank of America, sliding a note and have a written note that counted in private, it's just dead wrong. That teller did exactly what that teller was supposed to do. And look, let's just think about this. How many movies have we seen with bank robber scenes in it where that's exactly how they rob a bank? And he is a movie director. He creates the movie. So in my mind, it's like, okay, what are you doing? Reacting a movie? I don't care what color you are, purple, blue, brown, or gray. You do not go to a bank teller with shades, a hat, a mask, and slide them a note without identifying yourself with your ID or your account number. You are asking for that teller to do exactly what she was trained to do, and that was to ring the alarm. And let's not mention the fact that they had two friends out in the car waiting for him outside in an idling car. And let's not mention the fact that the teller was pregnant, so she was like, okay, I got a baby here that I got to protect too. We're not playing these games. So, to me, he knew better. He knew better and he shouldn't have done it, period.
Okay. Q, have you ever gone and try to get cash your FOXSOUL salary and they were like, that's just too much and you are suspicious right now?
You know what? I have not. And to Al's point, I don't understand why you need that much cash, right? Like, I'm always leery of people who walk around with big wads of cash. Like, isn't it just more convenient to use your card? You know what I'm saying? And then not to mention, let's just say, granted, it's none of our business what he needed the money for, but get a cashier's check. Now, I don't like the headline of this being racial. I didn't see anything racial in the story, any discrimination. But, Al, I think a lot of this could have been mitigated had the lady just read the damn note. You know what I'm saying? And I get all the elements were there for it to be like a robbery, but had she just read the note, I mean.
Well, like I said, if you have a Bank of America account, you have to insert your card to identify yourself to the teller first. There's a protocol to it. But on top of that, you got to understand that in addition to him passing a note without identifying himself and without an identification and an account number, he asked for $14,000 or $12,000. Guys, that's a whole nother procedure within a bank. When you request that amount of money from a from a teller in cash, you trigger a whole different process of customer service, which includes the Privacy Act, the Patriot Act, distributing money of an IRS notification. There's a lot of layers to this that he just ran through all of the yellow cautions lines and right through the red. And it ended up having him in handcuffs and his friends.
Danielle Thompson in the chat says TMZ has the video where he showed his ID and inserted his debit card. So Al, get your facts correct. Okay, Danielle.
I watched it. I watched the TMZ clip. I did not see that. But if that was the case, if he showed all of his identification, why then would the woman push the emergency button?
I do think, well, see, as far as taking cash out, as someone that goes to the casino, I can see why someone would take a large amount of cash out. And we don't know what it could be for. He might need to pay someone on the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to judge that part. You never know what that's for. But the notes, I would have just whispered to the lady, like, hey, can you like, be on the low with this, especially in Atlanta or LA, where people are getting jacked when they get out of restaurants and cars. Like, I get wanting to be quiet about it. But the note, I would have just said it, like he could have whispered it to her. The note does make you seem like it does. I would be thrown off if I was a lady as well. It definitely doesn't seem racial to me as well. So I guess we're on the same page with this one. But I get the cash thing, being a degenerate gambler. He made a craps game.
And plus, at his level of success, actually, he should have a private banker. He should be banking somewhere that he does not have to go to a teller to get large sums of money from. There are banking services out here, places like First Republic and City National, where if you call your banker, they will meet you in the bank. You will go into their office and they will give you the cash and you will sign off on it correctly. So maybe this is a lesson learned for a new money character, a brother like Ryan.